Okay, so it is Wednesday. Totally confused on my days this week, but it is Wednesday. And last night I posted that we had put in some shredded newspaper, and that today we were going to go ahead and get the pine shavings. These chicks are probably about, I would say, 10 to 12 days old since purchasing them at Blue Seal. They definitely were probably about a week old when I got them. As you can see, they love the pine shavings. They scratch around and make holes. They've kind of made a nest. They've definitely, well, I kind of cleaned it out, but they put it in their water dish. The only concern that I've read about with the pine shavings is that they will eat a little bit of it, but as long as they continue to eat their food and not make the pine shavings the majority of their consumption, they should be fine. I also mentioned last night that we were going to give foot baths, especially for Checkers, because Checkers had a manure ball stuck to her back toe, and I'm glad to say that we soaked it long enough, it got soft enough that it did finally pop off, and I could finally see that little clean, perfect toenail under there, and so that was quite a relief. That toenail was kind of little, so I'm afraid that if it had stayed on there too much longer, there might have been a problem with it. So I'm glad that that's done, and we gave them all, we cleaned all their feet. Some like it, some didn't. And so that's kind of the update today. They definitely like their pine shavings. It keeps their box looking a lot cleaner, and it smells better too. So I'm glad we converted to pine shavings today. And they're doing great. So this is for all of our friends that are far away, and I know there are probably others that are watching these videos too. I'm certainly not an expert chicken raiser. This is our first time ever. Done a lot of research on the internet and YouTube before ever starting this, but it's not too hard. They're not too fussy. And if by watching us you decide that you want to give it a try too, go ahead. It's a lot of fun. They're definitely a little bit of work at the beginning, but I'm sure that by the time they're out in their coop, they'll be pretty good. Yesterday, Ducky got up to the top of the box and, flapping her wings, didn't quite keep her balance and fell back into the box. This morning, Chocolate decided that she was going to give it a try, and that's Chocolate right there in the middle. And she flew over the end here, kept flapping her wings, and she fell forward and got out of the box. So as you can see, we have our yarn woven across all of the box because they definitely can get out of that box at this point. But they don't attempt it with the yarn. And when the yarn's off and we're here, who cares? They have fun. It's fun. They're proud of themselves when they do it. Although they just kind of freeze when they land on the floor outside the box because they don't know where they are, so it's kind of cute.